Hey friends, hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Today is Sunday, Garden Sunday, so I did tell y'all that I was going to be gardening all day Sunday. That's what I've been doing. I had out here, all the jalapenos, tomatoes, everything outside since probably 7:30 this morning. I had to put them back into the shade around 12:30 or 1 because they started drooping and acting sad, and now they perked back up now that they're in the shade. But little by little, they're getting used to being outside. See, now they're all fine. But I guess I gave them a couple minutes too much sun than they actually wanted. So now they're in the shade. So hopefully tomorrow I can get 6 hours out of them, and then 8 hours the following day. My plants keep falling because of this wind. These here are still in the sun or partial sun because it's starting to hide behind the house. And they're still doing good. They still look nice. So they might be able to go out faster than the jalapenos. Some of the tomatoes and what is this? Broccoli, watermelon, squash. They're doing really good. What I've been doing so far is planting the marigolds next to, this is a cantaloupe. So I planted some marigolds here. I have my stevia, you can see that. I need to find a spot where I'm gonna put them, but I planted some marigolds here. And where else? I have basil laying down where I'm gonna put them, or more than likely gonna put them. I have 2 basils here, but I need to get this out of the way. So I'm getting ready to put everything here. I'm gonna stack everything up. And the last thing that I've done so far, I haven't done the corn yet. I'm gonna do that today. I was just watering everything, trying to get everything ready, and then I started doing the marigolds. And then I started planting basil. So I just keep getting sidetracked, but I will do the corn today. I need to get that done, or get it started actually. I have some marigolds here as well. So this is all we've been doing so far. I'm gonna plant some of these other tomato plants that we got from the Houston Garden Center. I'm gonna put those in the bed. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with these here, because I planted over here 2 Brandywine red tomatoes and then a black Krim tomato plant. And I just realized this morning that they're indeterminate, and I planted them in a spot where I should have planted some determinate tomatoes. So I'm gonna have to figure out a trellis system or do something, because I don't want to move them since they've been in here for about 2 weeks now. I'd rather not stress them out by moving them again. So I'm just gonna figure out some kind of trellis for that. Maybe like a little miniature Florida weave here with some twine, or just a very tall stake. I'm not really sure. I gotta figure that out. But that's all I'm doing so far. I just gotta finish that over there. I gotta move everything out the way so I can start getting stuff ready. I'm gonna put all my plants where I want them before I start actually putting them into the ground. I was already putting the marigolds in the ground, but those are pretty easy to do afterwards. I could just stick them here and there in between plants. The only problem is I have quite a bit already that I need to put into the ground or the raised beds, and I have tons of jalapeno plants and a lot of tomato plants that I still need to put in here. So I'm not sure how much room I'm gonna have for all of this. I'm gonna have to figure this out, or I'm gonna have to end up using a lot of grow bags. But I've heard jalapeno plants do really well in grow bags, so that might be what I'll do once I run out of room. But I'm not gonna have a lot of space. I'm not gonna have a lot of empty soil in the ground or in the raised beds. I'm gonna fill it up as much as I can while still leaving room for airflow and everything. So we'll see how that works out. But let me get back to it, and then I'll show y'all the progress in a little bit. Hi, handsome. Fat boy, no baby. What are you doing? That's not the kind of fertilizer I want there, honey. Fat boy, get away from there, please. All right, so we've planted a lot of tomatoes already. And the doubles and that one triple that I got from the Houston Garden Center, I got a lot of those. The Jet Star, I think it was called the Jet Star. Yes, I got five plants out of the Jet Star out of 2 that I bought, because one had 3 and one had 2 inside of it. Let me show you. These here, all 5 of these are the Jet Star that came out of 2 plants. And then these are the Wonder Star Pink, Brandywine Red, and 2 Lemon Boy. Now these were just the singles. This one had 2. Did this one have 2? No, this was 2 separate plants. This is the one that had 3 in one and then 2. So I got 5 out of those 2. And then over here, let me walk this way so I can show you. It is so hot today. Although I'm not going to complain because at least it's not cold. So right now I'm trying to pull apart the Black Krim. There's 2 in there. And then the German Johnson, I have 2. And Early Girl Plus, there's 2 in there also. And then back on that side over there, I ended up getting 2 of the little Napoli as well, because I had 2 in one plant that I bought. And we're almost done planting the tomatoes that we got from the Houston Garden Center. Then I'm going to finish putting in the chives. The basil's all put in. I need to put in the stevia that I got. And what's left? I have 1 thyme left because I stuck 1 in the green stalks. I think that is all besides the marigolds. I have a lot of marigolds still since I bought those 10 packs, 10 6-packs. So I have a lot of those that I'm going to go and stick in the corner, stick it, in between the tomato plants, or close to them anyways. And then we're almost done for today. It felt really good earlier because it was very windy. Right now it's not so windy, so the heat is just beaming down on me, and I'm red already. So I'm going to finish up and then go head inside. I'll show you when I'm done. So this side is done. I have 1 Brandywine Red here, 2 Black Krims, 2 German Johnson, and 2 Early Girl Plus. And then, of course, my basil's in the front. So I'm going to go ahead and take a break. I might come back out later when the sun goes down because it is beaming on me right now. Oh, let me show you. the little Napoli. That one is a little Napoli. And then my basil. This one, I put the little sticker here. Husky cherry red. And then basil. And then another little Napoli. That's the second one that came out of that same pack. So this is it for today. Well, maybe. I might come back out later when the sun goes down. But for right now, this is it. I'm going to take a break, go get something to eat, and maybe start again tonight. We'll see. But a lot has gotten done. Everything is just coming alive back here. I love the way it looks. This is such a difference from my very first video. There was nothing here, literally nothing but a couple of grow bags. And I was barely starting to plant that right there with all that butter crunch lettuce that day. Wow. It's amazing to see the difference. And thank you all very much for joining me on this adventure. We're not done yet. I can't wait to see the finished product. I can't wait for y'all to see the finished product. It's going to be amazing. All right, I'm headed back inside now. The sun, you can see the sun is just beaming on me. I am red all over my shoulders. I was trying to even out I was dark here and white up here with that line because I always wear sleeve shirts. So I was trying to even it out. That was a big mistake because now I'm red on my shoulders and probably my back because I can feel it. So I'm gonna end the video right now. I'll be back out when the sun goes away. Have a great day, everybody. Bye. All right, I have put the corn in the spots where I want them. I'm about to push them down 1 inch deep. I already started doing that on this side. And then I'm gonna water it. I added fertilizer. And what was the other thing that I added? Let me show you. I added this one, organic fertilizer 543. And also, if I say this incorrect, I'm sorry, Chilean nitrate. So this one has a lot of 15, which one is that one? Nitrogen. And it has a corn on top. So I'm assuming that's what it's for. So all I have to do is press them down about 1 inch deep from what the package says. Look at my beautiful bed and my tomatoes. Everything looks so pretty. I can't believe it's finally time to do this. I've been waiting and waiting since last year for this. Now this side also has corn and a couple of contender bush beans at the end. Because that's right there. I didn't want to put corn at the very end because there's not going to be anywhere for it to go. And that doesn't grow that big from what the package said. So it's not a pole, it's a bush. So it should be fine there. So I've already put the corn here, pushed them in and watered them. And now to do the other side. I'm debating on, at the very end here, to put maybe 1 or 2 squash. That way it'll be kind of like the Three Sisters thing. I know I did that wrong though, because that wasn't supposed to be put in yet, but I already had those growing. So I needed to put them somewhere. Look at that one. There's more tomatoes over there. And I have basil and marigolds. The only thing I have in this corner bed is just a couple of marigolds right now. But all my jalapeno plants are about ready. Everything has been hardened off. I just haven't started planting those yet. Look at how beautiful everything is. I'm so excited. I can't wait till everything is grown so I can harvest. Let me go ahead and push these in and give it a good water. All right, everything has been pushed in. And now for some water. Good watering. Yay. All done. Everything else was watered this morning, so I'm not going to water nothing else. So beautiful. I just love it back here. All right. Have a good day, everybody.